Hello and welcome back to Video Code. In this video, we're going to look at MOGRT files. I want to show you how to use ready-made animations that you can use in a whole host of great ways. This is where you're going to need After Effects installed on your computer. You don't have to have the After Effects license, but you do need it installed on your computer, because After Effects is what allows MOGRT files to actually work. And I'll show you that in more detail when I go over the shoulder. But if you want to have After Effects, as we discussed in the subscriptions video, then I will be showing you how to use After Effects as a standalone tool to make better quality videos. Later in the course, it's more advanced though. But yeah, you need it installed just to be able to use MOGRT files, because they sort of work together. Premiere Pro and After Effects work together so that they can actually make editable animations and bring them into Premiere Pro on the fly, if that makes sense. So you can also MOGRT files, like you download them from Envato, and then depending on how big the package is, you'll have a selection of MOGRT files. Now, inside Premiere Pro, you can only add one at a time. So if the file of MOGRT files is say has like, multiple 20, 30, whatever, then it can take a long time to add them manually. There is a way to add them in bulk. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video, but there is going to be some information below this video that'll help you to do it. The reason I'm not going to show you in the video is because it's different whether you're on Windows or Mac, and I'm on Mac, so there's no point in me showing you one and not the other. And I know that there's only about maybe 15-20% of Mac users anyway. So, okay, I'm going to show you what to look for, how to use them, how to edit them. And just so that you know, MOGRT stands for Motion Graphics Templates. You get hundreds with your Envato subscription, and they're amazing for easily improving your videos. So let's go over the shoulder and I'll show you this in more detail. Okay, so here we are in Envato. And as you can see, what I've done here is I did this in advance because I was going to download some. But what I've decided to do is just show you how to look through them, show you what to look for and what they actually do. And then I've already got quite a few downloaded. So I'll show you the installation process, but I'm not going to go through the process of downloading these again myself, because some of the files can be quite big and it's just a waste of time for me to download some just for the purposes of this course when I've already got some downloaded. So if you come to video templates, and then usually they are things like elements or titles. That's usually what they are. For this, in this example, I've clicked on titles, and then you filter by Premiere Pro, because After Effects doesn't use MOGRT files. After Effects makes the MOGRT files. So you want to click Premiere Pro, and that will then basically, the vast majority of these in here now will be MOGRT files, because it's the only way that you can really have editable animated text and that kind of stuff. So like for this one, for example, I already own this. I already have this installed, but it's a big file. It's maybe 1.5 gigabytes. There's no point in me downloading it. I can show you how to edit them in this. So that's that. There's all kinds of things. I've got these downloaded too, so they're like sort of animated social media logos, and there's a whole selection of them. There's these kind of stuff like cartoon titles where you can edit the text, and then there's like cartoon style animations that go around. All kinds of stuff. There's tons and tons. Call outs, which are sort of animated texts, but that can point to a specific place on a video. So let's say you've got a video that was showing, I don't know, a car engine, and you wanted to have a point to a specific element of that car engine, say the carburetor. You could have like an arrow that pointed with the editable text, and it will point right at the carburetor. So that it works like that. Then you can have things like this, so like smoke, graphics, animations, that kind of stuff. And then quite often as well, if you go into video template, if you go into elements, and again you filter by Premiere Pro, most of these will also be MOGRT files when the page actually loads. So I'll just wait for that page to load. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you. So when you come up here and you click into graphics, this is where these are MOGRT files. So all these down here are MOGRT files. And as I said, you need to have After Effects installed on your computer for these to work. If you don't have After Effects installed on your computer, you'll get an AE, red AE symbol up here with like an exclamation mark, like a sort of error mark here. And that will basically mean After Effects isn't installed. So they won't work unless After Effects is installed. So then to edit these, to install them in bulk, this is the information that will be below this video inside the members area, but obviously I've not created that yet. So to install multiple MOGRT files at once in Premiere Pro CC, you need to go to the Essential Graphics, because that's what this is called, Essential Graphics. You go to the folder on your computer where they are. And that is, if you're a Mac, username /library, application support, Adobe, Common, Essential Graphics, and then you simply copy and paste all of your MOGRT files in there. Same for Windows, except the root is different. Both of these roots will be underneath this video. You'll be able to just locate to them, and then I'll show you now exactly how. So if you were to, for example, you've downloaded a selection of video effects, like for example, okay, here we go. So this is one. So Social Pack. So these are all I showed you this one before. These are all animated social media logos, that kind of thing. So these are MOGRT files, and it will say like this. I don't know. I'm not sure how it looks in Windows, but it'll be something very similar to this. Probably the same icon. If you were to be uploading them in bulk, you would simply go to that folder that we discussed in the root is underneath this video. Copy them. And move them over to your other folder, and then when you come in here, they'll all automatically be in there. If that is a little bit too out of your technical reach, or for example, you only want to add one or two. So for example, out of the social media pack, I only wanted to use the Instagram one. So what I did was you click on this button down here, and it will open this, and that will then take you to, well, you can then navigate to wherever it is that you've got. These are all MOGRTs. Then when you double click on one of these, I know this already exists, so you can move them over, right, and then it will add it there. So that's how you add MOGRT files. You either click there, or you copy and paste them all to the correct folder, and the link for that folder is going to be underneath this video. Okay, just going to go for a very simple, quick one. Just so that I can show you the basics of this. It's not a raw video, sorry, my bad. Okay, so we drag that in, add the voice preset, add the colour grading, get rid of any bits that we don't want, which in this case is not much because it's just.
Hi guys, so I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to jump on the upgrades, either the Pro version, the unlimited traffic, the done for you content, or the retailer program. If you want to check it, a lot. See you later.
Okay, so we'll edit that there. V, so we just C and then cut V, and then we will add our video transition, dissolve, dip to black at the end, so it just tails off nicely.
Click the links below this video. Thanks a lot. See you later. Hi guys, so
okay, so we're looking good there. Now we want to start adding MOGRT files. So another thing you could do is underneath this you could add some music. So you could go to, say, let's have this, and then we can bring in some music, drag that underneath, use your C, cut it off, use your V, delete it. Then we want to, when you're editing the volume of music, always be at the very beginning. If you're not at the beginning, if your marker is here and you try to change the volume, it will run the volume up to that point at full, and then it will tail it off from there. So it will only start at that decline there. So you need to always bring it to the beginning, highlight it. For background music, -25 is usually pretty good.
Hi guys, so I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to...
Okay, and then you want to just add your audio transition, which is basically just fading the music. Exponential fade, add that at the end. And then we want to go into our graphics. So graphics, and as I said, I've added quite a lot of these MOGRT files already. So let's say, for example, we wanted to add some text over. So let's have a listen to what.
Hi guys, so I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to.
Okay, so one last opportunity. Let's zoom in. So we stop it where he says, where I say one last opportunity. And let's find a text that works with that. Okay, so we bring this in. Okay. Okay, so it's added there. Now, as we can see, the way these work.
So I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to.
This computer's running a little bit slow, but you can. I don't know what's going on. It's because I'm recording and trying to edit at the same time, which it's not really liking that much, but it'll get there. Okay. So with these, you can click, and then this is where when you click on the MOGRT file, you can then edit the MOGRT file over here. So for example, this one allows, they're all different, but this one allows me to remove the background opacity. It allows me to change the color of the texts here. It allows me to move the position of the text like this, up or down. It allows me to scale the text smaller. So one thing you might want to do, for example, is you might want to remove the background. You might want to move it over to the right. You might want to scale it down, fit it in that little gap there. And you might want to change the color of the text so that you can see it over the background. So something like white. White. Okay, something like that. And then here, you can actually edit the text. So it was all capitals, one last opportunity. Okay. Okay, so it's not allowing me to fit the whole word in there, so that wouldn't be a good way of doing it. But you know, you get the idea. So
I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to.
So hopefully you can see how that works. So then you'd work through the whole video doing this. And what I like to do with marketing videos, things like sales videos, where I'm talking on camera and my face is there, I would mix these up. So then I might go.
Opportunity to jump on the upgrades, either the pro version, the unlimited traffic, the done for you content.
So I might say something like, I might put this in. And I might go, I might leave this one white. So I might go pro, unlimited, traffic, the choice is all. I can see I'm stretching the words out, but you get the idea. I want the text on the video to, as closely as possible, match the words that I'm speaking. So there's like a visual aid for the actual video. So
hi guys, so I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to jump on the upgrades, either the pro version, the unlimited traffic, the done for you content, or the retailer pro.
That kind of thing. And then we start getting into things like elements. So if we just pick something at random, I'm going to show you this in later videos as well, how to make these amazing stories, which get a lot of attention. Then these are like other title packs as well. So for example, we might get rid of that one, and we might say, let's go for this one instead. It's very long. Obviously, it's not. You don't have to keep them that long. You can cut these two. So we know that's one last opportunity. C to cut. Don't worry about that. C to cut. V to highlight, then delete. Go to this. It's obviously way too big. We highlight it. We go to our global scale. We bring it down. You could move that around. You could position it however you wanted. You know, that kind of stuff. And we go one last. Let's hope that fits. Doesn't. We can move the global scale down again. Then opportunity. Hopefully that fits. Doesn't quite, but again, we can just move the scale down again. That kind of thing. So you get the idea, and then you just play around with it and make them look good. I like to just sometimes have a white background or a black background, or use one of the backgrounds for them. So another thing you might do is, for example, let's say you didn't want my face in there. Let's say you wanted a background. So we go to our backgrounds that we've been using in this course so far. Go to our images, elements, some of these cool backgrounds. So that's a white background, so we'll go on this. So we take that, and then we bring that underneath there. We only want that background to be there when that text is there. So we cut it in line with that, and then we delete the rest.
Hi guys, so I just wanted to give you one last opportunity to jump on the upgrades.
And then we might want to bring in another one. So we bring in another one, and we go look for something else. I'm just trying to give you as many examples as I can. So something like this. Pick one that's got quite a contrast, so you're going to be able to get text that stands out. So let's go with this one. It's quite white, so I'll go for black text. One last opportunity. What did this one say? I can't remember.
To jump on the upgrades.
So jump on the upgrades. So we want our graphic. Was it that one? 10? No, it was 16. So jump on the upgrades, and we want to delete it there because we know it starts around there. We know that because of that's when the voice. You can see the voice starting there. Highlight, remove, then bring in another MOGRT file. This time one that looks like it's gone too big. So if we highlight that, scale it down. No. Yeah, it has. I thought it had. It's gone way, way too big. Okay, so we just want to match it to the size of the screen, and then pick some kind of text that's going to stand out over it. But again, don't forget you can change the text. So
jump on the upgrades.
So we want it to say jump on the upgrades. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, move it above, because the reason I moved it above there, in case you're not aware, is because you see there's another one here. If I had tried to put that there, it'd have wiped that one out. So you need to put it on an empty line so that you can, because some of them are just ridiculously long and I don't really know why they are, but they are. And obviously you need to give it time to work as well. Sometimes they need a little time to sort of animate in. You can see it's gone, I think, way too big. Oh, and another tip as well, you can see that this red here, when it goes red, it means you've added a new animation, and that means it needs to render. So if what you want when you render your end product video is you want it to be green all the way across here. And what you want to do is every now and again when you're making a video, just hit enter, return, and it will render the video. And it means when you come to do it at the end, it's much faster. So every time you add, say, 2 or 3 animations, just simply okay, that's why it's not. So we need to make this a little bit longer because it's not getting through the animation. Another thing you can do there, in that case, if your animation is not long enough, is too long, but you need to get it into a smaller space, you can right-click on this, and then you can change the speed or duration. So you could speed it up so the animation went faster, or you could slow it down so it took longer time. I do that quite a lot. So for example, in this case, I might want that to right-click, change the speed or duration, and speed it up so that I can get more animation in a quicker time. So then I can bring that there. Still probably want to give it a little bit longer because it's not.
Great.
Okay, so we know we can get them both to about there. So we drag them over, click this, and then just for ease, our upgrades. You can change the background color, you can change the text color. So look at
jump on the upgrades.
That's it. So it's just for sort of to give like a visual representation of the words that are being spoken. spoken on the screen. And as I said, when you start working through, don't leave it till the end until you render, because your render will generally take longer. If you just hit enter, it'll render the files that you've got, and then they will then all go green. This one's only taking not long, but I'm not going to make you sit through this. You can see it depending on how many animations you've got, this frame number will be huge. And when I first started making these videos, I didn't do this, and there would be maybe thousands and thousands of frames that needed rendering. And I always found that doing them as you go is much quicker. You can see how that's now gone green. That means that when you come to actually export the finished video later, it will render much quicker. So yeah, so at this point your file's rendering, and then you just export in the same usual way that we've been doing so far, and that you'll see that being done throughout this course. It's very easy. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next.